Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Parson, and I am the Oracle Artist. I'm here to help make you laugh, discover divine clarity, and be your own oracle. Today, I'm actually featuring my oracle art, my biddies. So here are some of them. But on my channel for Fun Friday every week, I use my two most powerful decks. What do you mem? A classic. And my own channeled Fun Friday deck with Buddy the Elf as our spirit guide. You'll see Buddy is wrapped up today because I was told that Buddy is sitting on the sidelines today. So I really need to change my spiel. This is the second time this has happened where it doesn't want me to use one of these decks. So usually I use both decks. Yeah, so this week we're just doing What Do You Mem? So we can say, bye Buddy. Was it, hope you find your dad. Can say, bye buddy, hope you find divine clarity. So this week, what I've been doing lately is before these readings, I don't even know what's happening until like 10 minutes before. I meditate and I'm like, hey, collective spirit team, come on here and whisper my ear, tell me the secrets. What do you want me to do? So as I was meditating, I kept hearing a journey, a path, and I was told to use these three oracle art as my, for the pick a pile instead of showing cards. And I kept hearing a journey and a path, and I needed more clarity. I was told to, pull a card, and then I pulled divine timing. So I actually have a collective reading today before we get into the individual readings, which I'm really excited about. So that's what we're going to do first, and this is actually part of it. And then I pulled two tarot cards, and I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm still learning tarot. I know a few, the ones I always pull, are ones that have been very active in my life. I know quite well, but a lot of them I'm still learning. So I will let you know, I did look at these two cards beforehand, so to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So I have the bare bones messages, if that's what you can say, and then they're like, we'll give you more when you're actually recording. So just wanted to let you know, I did actually look at these two beforehand, but the rest of the readings through when we get to your pile, I don't know what's going on. I actually haven't pulled cards yet for those even. I will be doing that with you. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm on a journey myself to learn tarot. So first we have divine timing. Everything is happening in perfect timing and in your favor. Allow yourself to trust. And then we have the High Priestess reversed. And then we have the Eight of Wands upright. So what I'm getting with the bare bones that I was receiving beforehand are, I feel a lot of people, not a lot of people, whoever's watching this, there's a part of you that is kind of detached from your intuition in a way, or not trusting your intuition, even though when it's giving you correct information, because I'm hearing speed, fast, because that's Eight of Wands. It's usually the typical card just shows a bunch of wands flying through the air, a bunch, 8. And I'm hearing all of us watching this, there's something where it's we want it done now. We want it to happen speedy. We want to see the results now. And there's a part of us telling, slow down, and trust. But we're having a hard time listening to that because, especially in our society, it's all about do it now, the hustle, get it done, get fast results. Not everything is like that. Life is not Amazon Prime or other things that go fast. So it's just things happen in divine timing, and that's what this reading is about. It's going to shed some light on your journey and on your path and why things are taking their sweet ass time, is what I'm being told. And yeah, there's a reason, and there's also reasons because of where you are at in your journey. Each of these actually have, so my oracle art has readings within them. When you purchase oracle art on my website right now, I only have digital downloads. Eventually I'll get physical products. These are for when I'm a vendor, when I sell them, but these three are my OG The first 3 I made, and I have like the readings with them are like a couple pages long, and it comes with like multiple rituals. So in general, there's a reason why you're pulled to each art, because of the reading attached to it and where you are in your life on your path. And I think that's why I was instructed to use these today, because it's about your journey, about your path. But you don't need to know these readings for the art for this reading to make sense. It's just, a little bits and pieces will be included, I'm hearing. Yeah, they're like, you'll get to that when you get to that part of the reading. But overall, there's everyone watching this is on a different path in their journey. We all have our different paths. No one's taking the same path. And the reason we're on these paths is because I'm hearing a lot of us watching readings, we're in touch with our intuition, we're in touch in ourselves in some way. And I'm here, we made it this far. We need to keep going at the speed we're meant to be going. And then I saw a curtain just close. Like, they're like, that's it. The end for the collective reading. Okay, so that is the collective part of this reading. Sorry, it was just funny. I feel like there was like some sass in there. It's Fun Friday, you know. They bring the sass for Fun Friday. They know that's why we're here. So this is pile 1. Here, I'll move these actually out of the way so you can see them a little bit better. Oh, I wish I had like another one to put over here for symmetry. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get over it. We'll make it through. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And when you get into your piles, no, that's not. Sorry. I feel like I'm still channeling. I have a hard time like communicating during this. And I did learn, little side note, I'm taking a course right now about learning more about tapping into my spiritual gifts and like developing them better and making them stronger, and any new ones that might come in. And I learned, she made a really good point. She's like, you can't use your intuition and intellect at the same time, because your intuition just overrides like intellect. And so I feel like I realize there's a lot of other people I watch when they channel, they stumble over their words, they have a hard time remembering things that normally they can remember, and that's me. I have a really hard time reading when I'm channeling and like sounding out words that are like not my daily normal words that normally I could sound out like well. And that like it all clicked. She's like, you can't use your intuition with intellect. It doesn't match. It's like one or the other. So it was like, it made me feel a lot better, because I'm like, why can't I think sometimes, like with all these messages? And so I'm curious if any of you have also experienced that too. I'd love to know in the comments if you're like, oh, that makes sense for me too. Like, it's hilarious when I channel and I try to read. Okay, anyway, I will see you at your reading. I'm very excited. I just feel really good. I feel like giddy. I feel like these are going to be very helpful. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and at the end of your reading, make sure oh my goodness, this is me trying to talk again. Like, they're giving me information, but I'm not ready for it yet. So part of my slogan where I say, be your own oracle, that's going to be at the very end. So you'll find in the description box the timestamp for your reading, 1, 2, or 3, and then you'll also see a timestamps for be your own oracle. And that's, it's kind of another collective part of the reading, and that is where you read the messages yourself. Like, I read you the cards, but I don't channel anything. You are the one that channels them. You're the one that picks up what the pictures and messages mean for you, because we all have it in us to be our own oracle. And I just like having that segment to really uplift everyone, to remind all of you that you got it in you, you know? You got it. We all got it in us. Okay, very long intro, but you know what? This is just who I am. It'll always be this way. So I cannot wait to see you in your reading. Bye. Not really. No, but not bye. See you soon.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. I was told we're going to start off with the What Do You Mem, but first I want to let you know this Oracle art title and just give you a little bit of background, just a tiny, tiny bit. I keep hearing it'll be clarified in the reading. Sorry, I'm very burpy today, and I get burpy when I channel, but today just feels a little extra. So this is called New Beginnings. Oh my goodness, excuse me. This is called New Beginnings, and this is actually the first Oracle art I ever created. And it's all about what are you longing for? Like, it's supposed to be like you look out at these stars. I guess I should hold up. You'll see my ring light. Oh my gosh, it's Inception. You can see it because it's in a plastic thing. Yeah, so it's looking out. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a lot of stars in the sky here. And it's all about like, what are you craving? What are you longing for? Like, it's like you feel like there's something out there for you. Like, you're standing on the stoop and you're just like, I want to just fly out into those mountains or pyramids, however you view them, and into the stars. And it's about kind of taking a leap and going and starting something new. There's, okay, they're saying that's good for now. They're like, the pages, they're a few pages long. So yeah, I'm gonna get into this reading now, and we're gonna start with What Do You Mem? So here we are, your path of divine timing. What messages do we have for you for your path on divine timing? These ones are always so like interesting to shuffle. I can't like shuffle them, I don't know, the other way. Okay, there we go. Oh, they're telling me 2. 2 today, wow. We're getting spoiled. Starting off with 2. Okay, first off, it was lit, fam. And this little child. Okay, so with the it was lit, fam, I am hearing R.I.P., rest in peace to the old way of doing things, the old way of being. Again, this is new beginnings. They're saying a lot of you have discovered this. A lot of you have like taken the leap, or you're like, I am so done. Like, I'm seeing this new way of life. And I'm just so ready to pursue this. A lot of you are ready to pursue. I'm hearing pursue, pursue, pursue. You are pursuing something. And that means a lot of you have said goodbye to the old way, like I said. And then they want me to show the divine timing. They were like, keep this out for every reading. This is important. So again, they're showing me the stars on this and how the moon's at the bottom, and then we have the moon here with all the stars. I'm hearing like you want to make it to the moon. You're reaching for the moon. You're like, I'm not just in those stars, I'm reaching for the moon. The moon here is signifying your mission and what you're going after. But right now you're still amongst the stars. And I'm hearing that's very frustrating. Because you chose to do this leap, because you chose to make this big decision, you're so excited. You are so ready. You're so ready, so ready, so ready. And you're just like, this is also like you being like, I'm just fucking ready. But a lot of it's also just, I'm hearing like kind of child tantruming. I feel like you might have been letting room for tantruming, which is honestly healthy. Like, give yourself a little tantrum versus, taking it out on somebody else. But I'm hearing your spirit team is viewing it in a way as like a child tantrum, and they're like, divine timing, trust. They're like, yes, you made this amazing decision, which by the way, they're like, we are so proud of. They're like, I'm literally seeing a stage. You know, at the beginning I saw that curtain close? That's interesting because they're showing me a stage again with like, it was a red velvet curtain, like a classic. And so they're showing me that again, and like, all of the rows, I'm seeing a ton of empty chairs, but in the very front is like your spirit team, a bunch of them. I'm just seeing like light as figures, if that makes sense. Like beams of light are the figures. And they're like, some of you who see through your mind's eyes more clearly, like for yourself. Like I can see it for me, but I can't see everyone's spirit team at once is what they're saying. So I'm seeing beams of light, but they're like, for you listening, if you want to imagine what your team looks like, you can. Cheering you on, basically. Like, because the curtain, remember how I said the end, the curtain closed? It's kind of like It Was Lit fam. They're like, yes, like that was a beautiful end. They're like, yes, you've ended that part of your life. And now they're saying encore, but not for the same. They're like really ready to see what you do next because you've started. I'm seeing the curtain open again and you're like starting to perform again. But this time I'm seeing, it's interesting, behind you, it's like all of the setup is not ready. Like things are half painted, like this, what's it called? You know, the setup. See, I'm telling you, I can't think of something. Just the stage things, the decorations, you know, I feel like there's a proper name and I can't think of it right now. But it's like half done and I'm seeing things tipped over. It's like the crew still needs to come in and finish it. And you still need to help work on your lines and like you need to like look over the script more, but you're on stage trying to like make this show happen right now. You're like, like look at like this is it, and you're like trying to like play a scene out with like, you know, your the partner. Like literally cannot think of like proper terms right now. The other actor or actress acting with you. And they're like not even there. And you're trying to bounce off lines with somebody who's not even there. And I'm hearing you haven't met them yet. So there's so many messages here. Some of you might be left a relationship and are looking for somebody else. And maybe that's why I'm seeing that. And they're not ready yet. Just because you are ready for a new relationship and you're like, I've worked on myself. I've done this stuff. Like, I love me. I am amazing. I am so ready for my divine counterpart. I'm seeing like that doesn't mean they're ready. And so that's why you have to still wait around. And that's why you're like, I'm hearing some of you might be very frustrated with not meeting this person yet. But they're like divine timing. Just because you're ready doesn't mean everything else is set into place. There's a lot of behind the scenes action. Oh my gosh, this is like, I love how this metaphor is just coming together. This behind the scenes, there's so much left to do. And they're like, you can either sit on the stage and frown as you look at everything that's not completed, or you can stand up and busy yourself with things that like light you up and also then actually move you through your path. Like if you start working, you're like, okay, I'll help the painters paint stuff. And you do that and you're like, oh my gosh, I actually love this outlet. This is such a creative outlet for me. Then you just start painting and painting and painting. And then that inspires you to like do something else, which inspires you to do something else. And then you're just like really like flowing through life. I'm hearing you are just like, you're flying amongst the stars. Like you're reaching for the moon, you're headed towards the moon, but you're also letting yourself drift and fly and go up and down and really enjoy the ride to get to the moon. So again, not everyone is like, some of you I feel like might be looking for a divine counterpart, like person, soulmate, however you want to talk about it. And then some of you could be just something you've been manifesting or longing for, business, opportunities, travel, all these things. And they're like, keep heading towards the moon. You are headed towards the moon. Even when it doesn't feel like it, you are headed towards the moon, but you have to enjoy the long ride. You have to enjoy the ride along the way. Else, what's the point? They're literally like, what is the point of getting to the moon if you can't even enjoy the ride? I'm hearing you won't even reach the moon if you don't let yourself enjoy the ride, because you're gonna like make yourself sink. Like it's just like, the whole point in life is not reaching the end. You're not born to die. You're born to live your life, and then everyone does die. but you're not born to die, so you're not, even these things you're manifesting, they're also telling me this is a message for me, so I'm in this with you. You're meant to enjoy the ride. Like, the whole point of getting to something is actually not to get to it, but like to get there. No, yeah, on the way there. Yeah, I am stumbling over my words way more than usual, I feel. Yeah, they are like, please enjoy the ride amongst the stars. They really want you to go amongst, like, be in the stars. And then again, one day you will turn around, like, you'll go back on stage and the person will be next to you to do the lines. The setup will be complete. And you're going to be so excited that that moment came. But a lot of people, you know, there's that saying, let's see if I can remember it, but like, no, I can't remember it. But it's basically like, oh, you don't know the good times. I think, is it from The Office? Like, Andy says it, like, you don't know you're in the good times until you're out of the good times, or something like that. Like, even when you're on stage and you're performing and it's like, you're like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. After that night, you're gonna bask in that, but you're also gonna be basking in all of the memories that it took to get you there. That's why people have photo albums. That's why people, well, maybe it's digital now, but like, you know, like, there's a reason people love to think about memories. So I'm hearing, make your memories amongst the stars, make them meaningful to look back. So when you reach the moon, you have all these incredible memories how you got to the moon. You don't want it to be just like, oh, I just sat on stage for years. No. And that's also gonna, again, I'm hearing, it's gonna make you're never gonna reach the moon, or you're not gonna get there. You're gonna get there so much slower if you don't enjoy the ride. Because when you enjoy the ride, again, you're following your heart, you're following these like desires, and it's gonna make you come, you're supposed to follow all these other little things to get to the moon. The moon is a destination, but it's not, again, that's not life. Life is not about reaching the end, it's about what happens in between. Of course, we all want that end. And then when you reach that end, then there'll be another thing you want. So there's always going to be something you want. There's always going to be moons to go towards. And so if you're constantly striving to get to a place and then you get there, then you're striving to get to another place, then you get there, you're never going to be happy. You always are going to want more. So yeah, and I just looked up at the camera, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, which for me really signifies like you're on the right path. You are on the right path. You are so on the right path. You just need to enjoy it. You really just need to enjoy it. Wow, that was so much info with just like these. Any other cards I should pull? I'm literally hearing no. Okay. They're like, you did it. That's the message. So again, like I said before, go after this reading, go to the end of the video where it's the Be Your Own Oracle section to really round out the messages of this reading, and then you'll get even more information based off this reading, but one's very specifically tailored towards you because it's how you interpret the cards. Wow, I'm very excited for you. And like I said, I needed to hear this too. This is something I've been really working hard on, is enjoying the ride. And there are days I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm so in the moment, I'm so in the present, I'm doing so good. And then there are other days I'm like, why can't I just have the success now? Like, haven't I been a good soul? Haven't I been enjoying the ride? Where is it? So if you're like me, yes, we can be in this together. So I think this is really good. Again, we're on the right path. You're on the right path. It's time to enjoy that journey. Let's enjoy that journey together. Let's make a pat. Put your hand in, foot in, something in, a pinky, just like on the count of 3. We're gonna make this pact to enjoy the journey. 1, 2, 3, break. I don't know why. It's fine. That was a good time. We're a team here. We got this. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. If you want, you can purchase Oracle art on my website and also a reading from me. And I can't wait to see you next Fun Friday. Thanks for sharing your energy with me. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading of your, I still have to read it, Path of Divine Timing. Path of Divine Timing. I was told to keep this card out for every single reading today, each pile, because it's a big part of it. So I'm just going to read it again. Everything is happening in perfect timing and in your favor. Allow yourself to trust. So you picked my Manifest Oracle art. This one is all about being grateful for what you have in the moment to be able to help you manifest what you want, because it's all about, if you can't appreciate what you already have right now, how are you going to appreciate what you want to manifest? You're always going to want more and more and more. So that is this. This is actually my longest write-up for my Oracle art. I think this one's like 3 or 4 pages long. I just know it's like another page longer than the other 2. So there's a lot packed into this one, but that's like the summary, and that's what I was told to say. So we're gonna do some DMMs here for pile number 2, your Path of Divine Timing. What do we need to know for pile number 2? This one's the most awkward thing to shuffle. Watch me flail around. Pile number 2, what? Divine timing, Path of Divine Timing. I think it's just like awkwardly, it's like a different phrase kind of pattern than usual. Okay, we got our 2. Let's see. Gotta go by. I'm obsessed with this one. I'm so excited. I haven't pulled this one in a reading before. Oh, I pulled it in a personal one before, actually. Oh, hell yeah, look at this. Oh, so serene, so thankful, so grateful. I'm hearing like juicy, juicy grateful, which, okay. Okay, so they want me to talk about this one first. I'm hearing you are manifesting, I'm hearing like juicy things. Like you are manifesting, you're going for the big gun, like the gold. I'm hearing you're not manifesting little stuff. Like you are really, really honing in on in your journey right now, things you've wanted your whole life, or at least in some sort of aspect. Like you've realized you can go big or go home. So you're like, I'm not going home. Like I'm going big. Like, I feel like you're like, I don't need to manifest these tiny little things. Like I am going for the big stuff. And I feel like this is just like how your soul wants to feel all the time. Or I feel like you've been also, I'm hearing a lot of you have embracing this grateful energy too. Like you've been really trying so hard. But again, we all have our breaking points. We all have our bad days. We cannot have 100% good days. It doesn't exist. And I'm hearing you might be kind of reaching at that tipping point of like, okay, I've been like waiting so patiently. I've been doing all these things and like, yeah. And I'm hearing continue to be grateful and to show gratitude. And I actually just listened to a podcast. I was talking about another podcast. I can't remember his name, but like he's a scientist and he actually studies like gratitude. I didn't listen to that podcast, but I listened to the podcast summarizing it because they teach like mindset manifestation and all this stuff. And they're like, we've been teaching gratitude wrong. Apparently, the science behind it to really have gratitude work for you or make a difference in your life that they've seen is to not just be like, I'm thankful for this. I am thankful for this. I am thankful for this. No, it's supposed to be like you think, it's like, it has to be like a story, like an actual, like, something that happened, and it doesn't have to involve you. You know how so many of us love watching those videos of like people returning home after a long time and their pets greet them and their pet is like going ballistic, or like people coming home from war and their kids like hug them and like are crying. It's like you just feel this immense gratitude for that moment. You can literally watch videos like that or think of things in your own life where people were grateful for you So like, for instance, if you gave someone a gift, like a very thoughtful, sentimental gift, and this person that you gave it to is like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. I like cannot believe that you like, this is incredible. Think of moments like that. That's going to make a shift in your life, because that gets you in the energy of gratitude, because our minds are storytellers. I majored in special education in early childhood. And I remember learning specifically in my early childhood classes that our minds are literally made to tell and receive stories. That is why we love TV shows. They're a story. That's why we love just like hearing dramatic stories from people. That's why a lot of people like love gossip. It's a story. It's something to like hear and go off of. Like long time ago, like, you know, hunters and gatherers and all this stuff, stories had to be passed down to say, don't eat these berries, eat these ones. Like, stories have kept us alive. Stories are how our minds work. I'm feeling like some of you also might be storytellers watching this. Like a handful of you might be writers or storytellers. I'm hearing this is like a little bit of a side message for a few of you watching this. And they're like, keep telling those stories. And I think some of you might be manifesting like being an author, or like sharing, like, or a blog or something where you want your stories to be seen more. And I'm hearing, keep going after it. Stories can never die. Like storytelling is not a dying field because of how our brains are wired. Like literally, like I was saying, like we are wired for stories. And that's why when you try to remember something, it also helps to like create a story out of it. This is a message for some of you I feel like might be having some memory things going on, or you know someone with some memory like issues, or also just like have, I feel like some of you might be like having a test coming up. This is definitely, there's so many side notes in this, but like I'm hearing create stories to help you remember. Yeah, this is kind of going all over the place. This is so interesting. Like the path of divine timing. I really feel this is like I feel like many of you watching this are such in different paths. Like you're all manifesting something, but not everyone's manifesting the same sort of thing or something. So that's why I'm getting all these side things. But it's also like good for everyone to know too. I'm like, I'm hearing it'll come in handy for people throughout different parts of their life. It's keep going. You're good. Yeah, so there's something to do with stories that feel very big here. But again, so practice gratitude through storytelling. And again, it doesn't have to be things that happen to you. You can think of really amazing things that other people have told you, like, oh my gosh, this person, I was having a baby and they showered me with these free things, like a free crib, all of these things. And like, I am so grateful. It's just getting like, humans are incredible people. Like we can be what we want to be, you know? And so it's like, we need to come back to that community. And I'm hearing, speaking of community, go to this card. I'm seeing that a lot of you have left a community recently, or I'm seeing leaving one community to go to another. This could be religious, it can be a school, it could be friends, it can be so many different things. But I'm hearing you're saying bye, peace to toxicity, and they're like running towards people who will see you, people who do see you, people who get you. You are trying to find a new tribe, basically, is what I'm hearing. And you've been manifesting a new tribe of people, like a new group of people to experience life with. And like you are running so fast. You ran so fast away from this old community, these old people, this old toxic way of living. If it wasn't a community, it was just your own way of living, kind of a toxic lifestyle or a toxic mindset. And you are just running towards things that fill you up, that light you up. And some of you have been running for a very long time towards what you want. And I'm hearing because healing has to happen. Healing has been happening and you can't rush healing. Some of it, I mean, you can like dive deep and you can like you can't rush it, but you can move it along faster, is what I'm hearing. But also, we will never be 100% healed. Like, we are constantly healing our whole life, so don't feel like you need to be perfect when you meet this new group of people, or when you get to this point in your life that you're trying to reach. Like, I'm hearing, don't expect perfection, because that's just not what life is. And also, the destiny that you're trying to reach, like, this road is like, you know, leading, it's like, again, that's all in divine timing. So I feel they're just saying, really keep practicing this gratitude, because when you do that, you're just going to continue to be able to walk down this path with gratitude before you even get to where you want to be. You're going to start noticing the things around you. You're going to start just being happier. I'm hearing less painful for some of you. The journey will be less painful when you start looking around more and embracing what's going right versus what's not happening yet. So really look around and see what you have versus what you don't have. And they're saying keep running after what you want. Oh my gosh, they're like, keep going, please. Like, this chicken, I'm obsessed. I'm hearing, why did the chicken cross the road? And I'm hearing, like, why are they saying, why the chicken crossed the road? It's all in divine timing? That makes no sense. How is that a joke? I was like, that can't be it. They're like, that's the joke. Is it? Why the chicken cross the road? It's all in divine timing. I guess sometimes we just don't know the why. Maybe is that the philosophical thing here? We just don't know the why sometimes. We just do it, and later we find out the why. Ooh, maybe that... Okay, I'm getting somewhere. The chicken, look at this. The chicken is trying to cross this road to get to, like, this luxurious lifestyle. But we don't know what this is yet. Like, I'm hearing a lot of... we all have these ideas of things that we want in our life. We all have these things that we're trying to manifest, but sometimes what we're manifesting isn't actually the full picture. We're just crossing that road to get to something way, way bigger. So I'm hearing some of you also might have manifested something recently that you've been craving, but you don't feel fulfilled. This is another thing for just a few of you. You don't feel fulfilled right now, and that's because there's still more to get to. I'm hearing that was just the start of it. You needed to get there. Like, you needed to get there to actually get to something even bigger that you don't even realize yet. So if you're not feeling fulfilled right now, keep going after what lights you up. Keep going what feels good to you. If you just get this intuitive nudge, like, oh, I should just go to the store today, even though I, like, never go to the store on Tuesdays or whatever, go. I'm hearing divine timing. You will find out why you were pulled to do these random things, but they're not random at all. So that was like another message. This one is just full of like little messages. I'm kind of loving it, but I'm also really hoping I make sense. And I actually looked down and I saw there was this, what, DMM on the floor, and they're like, surprise. Let's see. I'm almost like seeing I'm hearing this is not you. These are other people. I think these are people you've left behind. I'm hearing don't worry about them. They need to work on themselves. Like, I'm hearing he's acting all sad that you left. But like, he's like, what, this person or people group or old lifestyle, like, what are we supposed to do without them? They're supposed to live their own life. They can easily walk out the front door, but they just start deciding to just stare after you, being like, why? And I'm hearing let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I couldn't remember that part, so yeah. So yeah, let them go, let it go, let that life go. And I'm hearing like, it's so easy to, it's so human nature to look back and wonder what could have been if I didn't leave and all this stuff. That's normal. Like, don't beat yourself up about it, but keep moving forward. Like, don't take the steps backwards. It's fine to think about things but don't let it consume you. So, wow, so many different messages. I hope whoever picked this pile, I really hope you gained something from this. I really, really hope so. Yeah, I just hope this made sense. So if you feel pull, I do have these as digital downloads on my website. I also have readings up on my website if you want to get a personalized reading. I have many different kinds. But make sure before you leave this video to go to the very end, the last section of Be Your Own Oracle, to really round out this reading for you. That's going to give you a more very specific reading for you. I pull group cards, but you're the one reading them. So it's going to be specific messages that you need to hear because you're using your own intuition, your own beautiful, I was going to say brain, but you don't just use your brain, you know, it's messages from around. I'm having a hard time like communicating today. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you sharing your energy with me, and I will see you next Fun Friday. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I have to, the path of divine timing for you. Every single one of these I've had to relook at that title because it doesn't flow like it normally does. So the path of divine timing for you. So you chose Awakening Oracle art, and this one is all about the reading that goes along with it. I'm just going to summarize it. It's really like you've awakened to this new way of life, in this way of seeing things so differently than you normally have before. Like you've realized you've been in this box and that life is so much more in the box that you've been in, put yourself in, or that others have put yourself in, and you're really awakening. Like the clouds, the fog is parting and like the sun is shining through. Like you're really seeing things more clearly and in a way different perspective than you have before. So that's why you were drawn to Awakening. And I was told in each reading that divine timing, this oracle card, is part of it. So I'm going to read this again. Everything is happening in perfect timing and in your favor. Allow yourself to trust. I'm hearing this could be like a tower moment for a lot of you that you've recently been through or that are going through. And I'm hearing chaos. I'm literally seeing people like run around screaming like, ah, like with fire behind them. Like no one's getting hurt, but it feels so chaotic. It feels very uneasy. It feels like the rug's been pulled under you. I'm seeing like chairs being flipped. It feels like most of you or all of you in this pile, it was like a rude awakening. Some of you did it to yourself and some of you it happened to you. But at the same time, I'm feeling like at this point of you seeing this reading, you have found the beauty in it, but it doesn't mean it's not chaotic, and it doesn't mean that it hasn't been hard. I'm hearing it's been really hard, but there's this beauty shining through. Like the sun, I feel like you're seeing the sun, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel right now. And I'm hearing everything you've gone through was in divine timing to get you to where you're going to be. I'm hearing secrets. What? I'm here, but then I'm also hearing like secrets don't make friends. Secret, that's all I remember. Is that from a movie or something? It's from something. I don't know. They're like, the universe is keeping secrets from you, but I feel like at the same time, they're going to reveal some very soon. Okay, so we're going to start with some What Do You Mems. Actually, oh my goodness. Okay. The last ones, I've only used What Do You Mean Mems in all of them. We got 3. That was, yeah, I'm hearing, yep. Okay, we got a Barack, just chilling, looking a little stone-faced. Yeah, what I say about those hard times. Don't do this at home, folks. Not safe. Yeah, look at all these faces. Okay, I am hearing exhaustion. I am hearing, I'm trying to make this even here. I am hearing so much exhaustion for what you've been through. And I'm hearing a lot of you being like, is it done? Some of you are like, I can't take this anymore. Like it's been really, really hard. Like I said, it seemed like a lot of chaos was happening. And like, I almost feel like you're like, why the hell was I put through that? What the hell was that? What was that, spirit team? What? Why you gotta do this to me? Like, I'm feeling some resentment. I'm feeling some resentment, and again, just pure exhaustion. Just so much exhaustion. I just want to say I'm really sorry. This feels like it was very hard, and I just want to say I see you, and I'm really sorry you've been going through whatever you've been going through, or what you did go through recently. This is a lot of energy. I really want to, I'm literally giving you a hug. I'm sending you a hug. Yeah. So I just wanted to start off with that. But like I said before, I think a lot of you are starting to see the sun through the clouds, but there's still, I'm feeling this resentful energy that is like, why did I do that? But I feel like a lot of you are also coming out of that resentful energy, and the sun metaphor part is like you're realizing why you went through what you went through. And it doesn't excuse everything. Like I'm saying, like, there's the saying of everything happens for a reason. I feel like for some things, yes, and for other things, it's not appropriate to say that for. But what I'm hearing is you are reaching the light. You are reaching the light. And it's also, we can't have the light without the dark. Like you can appreciate the light so much more. And again, this is not trying to say like for really terrible things that have happened, it's not counting those things. It's more counting the things that happen to get you to where you are today, to be the individual and have this new mindset that you've awoken to. I'm hearing there's been a lot of dismantling of systems in your life, whether that's religious, community-based, friendship, family, work. I'm just hearing things have been dismantled, and you see them now for the true thing that they have always been. I have this saying, you don't know until you know. When I was a teacher, that was my favorite things to tell my students, because I feel like we're taught in our society you're just dumb if you don't know stuff. Like, even when you're like reach adulthood and someone's like, hey, you know this phrase or this thing, and someone's like, no, people are like, how do you not know that? Because you don't know it. There's no one taught you. And I'm hearing there were things in life that no one taught you, so literally you couldn't know. So I'm hearing you don't need to be hard on yourself. I think a lot of you are also feeling really guilty, and I think a lot of exhaustion is coming from guilt, for some of you, because you're like, holy shit, this is the world, like this is the real thing, this is what I've dismantled and then figured out, and it's really exhausting to learn this new way of life and this new way of this outlook. I'm hearing it's better, it's for the better, and you know this, but it's exhausting. You're learning all these new things, and I'm hearing, don't beat yourself up, don't put yourself down for not knowing, because you were not taught until you were. There's no point in saying, how did I not know? Because you didn't. Literally, like, no one should make you feel bad. And I'm hearing there might be people in your life to be like, we told you so, or like, how did you not know this before? And again, it's one, because you didn't know. And two, even if people have been telling you things, you just don't know until you've experienced it in one way or it clicks. And like, I'm hearing like you didn't know the full picture. People were just like giving you snapshots. And I hope this makes sense. And like, so I'm just hearing, don't beat yourself up about it. And if people are putting you down, goodbye. Like, that is not fair. Or tell them your side of things. And again, really tell them, I couldn't know until I learned it this way, or I didn't know until I knew, I'm just feeling there's a lot of guilt in here. I think this is also part of this card. Like, there's a lot of guilt. I'm hearing guilty, but it's going forwards. What are you going to do? What are you going to do going forwards? You can't change the past, but you can support your future and others around you. I'm hearing make amends where they need to be made. Make amends. That's important. So like that is something you can do. Apologizing is always good. I'm hearing that's important. That's actually really a very important part of your journey is to apologize. And that's going to be very different for all of you because of everyone here is watching is very vast, different journeys. Not one is the same. That's what I've noticed in all these readings. I've been getting all these different sign messages because everyone's journeys are so different. And I'm hearing, again, with the divine timing part, you know, the part where I say you don't know until you know, it's because it's in this point in your life when you were supposed to learn, or when it happened. That's when you were supposed to learn about XYZ, whatever you've been through, or the awakening you've been through. That's at the exact moment you had your awakening was when it was supposed to happen, is what I'm hearing. So they're really saying like, this is part of your journey. So like, if you've been racked with guilt and it's really bringing you down, change that energy into action energy. Apologize, do things moving forward that can counteract what you've done in the past, or that will like uplift you and others moving forward. Because a lot of times we can't change the past. Not a lot of times, we never can because it's happened. So what can you do moving forward? So take that energy. I'm hearing of guilt. I'm hearing therapy would also be really good for a lot of you, and journaling about your experiences. And moving forward, I'm just hearing, how are you going to light other people up? So like, here's this, like, how are you going to light yourself up and others with this newfound knowledge, with this new awakening? How are you going to use it to support yourself? And when you support yourself, you're going to naturally support others around you. And I'm hearing you will also be the light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of other people moving forward and in the future. You might actually be starting that now without even knowing it. People are looking up to you or will be looking up to you with what you've been through. And you're really going to use your journey as a way to support so many people. I'm getting a lot of chills. So I'm hearing, if you're feeling racked with guilt, they're like, just know in the future, if you stay on this path of awakening, if you keep going down this path that you've been working so hard on and moving through, just know, I'm hearing you are very happy, make other people very happy. As long as you continue to work on yourself and heal, it's just going to happen naturally. Yeah. I think that is the end. Oh, they want me to pull one of these cards. They're like, this was a heavy reading. Can we end them with something like, they want to end with like a little, they're saying a fluff piece, but like, I don't know. Power. You are a powerful being who can manifest your desires. Step into your inner power. Whew. I'm hearing with this awakening, you are learning what you can do. You are learning how to make positive change, and you are so powerful. Like I said, like, you just helping yourself and doing things for yourself is going to just inspire others. And I just really felt like I got so many chills, and I'm getting them again, talking about how many people you're going to help in the future and starting now without even realizing it. I cannot stress this enough. I literally can't. Like, you are so fucking powerful. I'm hearing your words have so much power behind them. So using them in this newfound awakened way, ooh, I'm hearing, ooh, baby, watch out, world. You're just like, you're very powerful and you're gonna help other people. They want me to do one more. What's this one? Signs. The universe is communicating with you through signs. Ask for signs, trust, receive. There might be a sign on this specific card for you. And I'm also hearing, what signs have you been seeing in your life lately? Oh, this is candle wax. Purple candle wax. If any of you use purple candles, there's a sign. Or if you have one, burn it. Burn your purple candle. That's a very intense message for some of you. Burn that purple candle. Okay. That's where we're ending. Burn the purple candle. That's where we're ending. And if you don't have one, that means don't worry about it. It's not for you. But if you happen to like see one that really sticks out to you, make a wish on that purple candle. And I'm hearing, yeah, you can ask for clarity. You can ask for, you can use it as like a forgiveness thing for yourself. A lot of this, you also need to work on forgiving yourself. That's another big thing. They're like, that's a whole nother reading. Okay. So if you were really attracted to this Oracle Art Awakening, I have it on my website as a digital download. Eventually, I want to get physical copies to like mail out. These are what I use as a vendor. But right now they're digital, and you can also get a unique reading from me also on my website. But before you go, make sure you check out the Be Your Own Oracle section of this reading, because I'll be pulling cards, but it's how you read it specifically for yourself. It's going to really round out this reading, because they're going to be messages specifically for you, because it's how you and your beautiful soul interpret them. So thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you next Fun Friday. Bye!
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the Be Your Own Oracle section of this reading. And we just cannot shake divine timing. Divine timing is here to stay. It's our stalker card. If you don't know the meaning, it's usually like when you do readings for yourself a lot and you get the same card over and over again, it's like your stalker card. Okay, so I'm going to first, there's a few, I'm hearing this deck first. I'm just going to shuffle. Okay, so the collective Be Your Own Oracle. And I'm hearing 3, so I'm going to get 3, not from this deck, 1 from this deck at least. And I think there's a whole other deck I'm supposed to use. So for Be Your Own Oracle for groups 1, 2, and 3. What card do you have for us for Be Your Own Oracle? This one. I want you. Okay. Be Your Own Oracle. I guess actually I could have done this part off camera. Well, here we are together, folks, at Be Your Own Oracle. What is it going to be today? How can these groups of lovely people be their own oracle for your path of divine timing? Thank you. That was a nice, quick and dirty, easy one. I guess it wasn't dirty, but that's fine. Maybe it was. Little dirty guy, card. Why am I genderizing these cards? I don't need a gender. Okay. Sorry, now I have to like straighten out my cards because it really bugs me when they're like, burp, burp, burp. Okay. So with how Be Your Own Oracle works is I'm just gonna flip over these cards and show them to you, but I am not gonna do the reading for you. I'll read what's on them, and I'll show the pictures up close for a little bit, and I'm not going to be saying anything after that. So take screenshots of the pictures if you wish, or of the cards, I should say. But this is the first one. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and people here joining us. Divine timing. Everything is happening in perfect timing and in your favor. Allow yourself to trust. Beautiful. Okay. Next one. Number 15, Endless Serendipity. Number 2, Lunar Eclipse. Open the door to a higher dimension. Number 16 here, we have Memory, Rosemary. And a fire sign, or sorry, this is, yeah, the rosemary is apparently in the fire. And I think they use this one, I can't remember if they use this as Leo or Libra. I think I just know it looks different than how it typically does. Why am I blanking? If you watch the reading, I explained in one of my readings how it's really hard to do intellect and, did I explain in the beginning? I don't know. Intellect and intuition at the same time. Okay, memory. Okay, so again, divine timing, endless serendipity, lunar eclipse, memory. I know it's kind of, they're far away right now. Well, I hope that whatever messages you get really helps support and round out the reading for you. Yeah, okay, it's really bugging me. I need to look at what this one means. What sign they say it is, 16. I think it's Leo. Yeah, Leo. Okay. I just felt some of you really needed to know which one that meant. So, Leo, and it doesn't, the signs here don't necessarily match if it's a water, earth, air, or fire sign. It's the element matches the, what's it called, plant, and the astrological sign matches the plant, but they're not always the same. That's the only thing that bugs me about this deck. Little tangent, but just so you are aware. Is Leo fire? No. Sorry, I'm still learning things. Wow, I did not need to ramble this much. But as I looked up, I saw 505. So, fives might be significant for some of you. And we had 15 here. Okay, I will officially leave you with this reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like my mind was everywhere, but you know what? It's Fun Friday. It's just, sometimes we have days like this, and it's okay. It's okay. So I just hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.